don't know if there's anything more embarrassing than trying to parallel park and having people watch you and you literally cannot parallel park. Like, I'm so bad at parallel parking, and there's a car behind me just now while I was trying to park at this coffee shop, and I had to like back in and out so many times. And the problem is the back. Like, when I know you have to get really close to the car at the front and then kind of like whip it in, but I get so scared that I'm gonna like clip the side of the car that's in front of me, not the one in the back. Like, I don't worry about the back, I don't worry about the curve or curb. I worry about like getting too close to the car in front of me. So then I like pull out away from the car in front of me, and then it's like I'm not parking correctly. So anyway, I did parallel park. It's not terrible, but it's not my best work, but I feel a little bit better. Comment below if there's anything more embarrassing than that. I'm sure that there is, but I feel like that's definitely high on my list. This is the first time I'm going into this coffee shop. It's so cute. I've never like been in, but I've seen like pictures and stuff, and it just opened recently. I have my book with me, which I feel like I'm gonna finish this weekend. You guys know I wake up at 5 a.m. every day to read, and this is the book that I'm reading. I'm about a little past halfway through, so I'm gonna go and read, also do some work while I'm in there.
Talk all night if you want. I ain't got no place to be, no one's waiting for me. I won't lie, I'm into you. Got like a million ideas what we could do, cause I'm not gonna let you slip away. I won't waste this. There's something about the way you fix your eyes on me. I can't help myself, fall in love, I go crazy. What you wanna do now? Should we head back to my place? When you give me that smile, I think my heart's turning up the pace. I don't care about what we do if I get to be with you. What you wanna do now? What's to be afraid of when we're young, stupid?
Outside to read for a bit. I am kind of on a busy like traffic area, so if you hear like cars passing, it's literally because I'm in a super busy area. But I came out here because I wanted to sit in the grass. I haven't, like, not in the grass, but like in a grassy area. I haven't sat in a grassy area in so long, and just like seeing the grass underneath my feet just like makes me happy. So I'm gonna sit out here, I'm gonna read my book, not for very long because it actually is pretty cold. And I just came from that coffee shop, so I am like kind of keeping warm that way because my body's still like overheated a little bit. But yeah, I'm probably gonna go back to my car in like 5 minutes, but just want to soak up the sun because it's like so nice out here. There's snow on the ground. This is literally crazy when it's spring. This is wild. It's so cold out, but I'm getting ready to go work out and just, I don't know, get moving today because I feel like I need it. And yeah, so let's go. You probably can't even hear me because it's so windy.
Roaming down the street in my weary feet, and then you came along with the love so strong. You took me out of the cold into the fire. You're picking me up when I'm down on the ground. Whenever I'm low, you are lifting me higher. And when I am lost, you make sure that I'm found. Out of the cold into the fire.
We're thinking about getting a mattress. Well, not really thinking. I know what you're talking about. We have no idea what to look for when we look for a mattress, so we're just like randomly walking around and like bouncing on all of them, but we don't really know like what's good and like what's not good. I love any bowls that look like this, where they're like bowls slash like big plate type thing. I just really like this style. These are from the seller. I've been on the biggest thriller kick, and I think it's because I have like read so many romances that I just like want a little bit of a change up. And also there's some books that I just like don't want to finish, like the Dreamland Billionaire series. I do not want it to finish. I'm so sad. I'm like finished with the second one. I just finished Terms and Conditions. So then immediately I started a thriller. I started The Last Thing He Told Me, read that in less than 24 hours. It was good, but the ending just like really messed it up for me. But it turns in, they're like coming out with a show next month, so I'm really glad that I read it. And now I'm reading Then She Was Gone, which a lot of people love. I'm about halfway through. It's okay. It's not like, I'm not breezing through it like the last thing he told me, but I feel like maybe the ending, like the ending in thrillers is what changes like whether a thriller is good or not to me. Like I feel like if a romance is like, I don't know, subpar and like the ending is subpar, or like if a romance is like really good in the middle and then like the ending isn't amazing, I can still love the story. But there's something about a thriller where if like it all doesn't come together how I want it to, like I have a hard time actually liking the book. But it's pretty good so far. I'm about halfway through. I am gonna go into Bath and Body Works. I need to pick up some just like lotion, you know, all the vibes. And then I also want to go over to Barnes after this, and I want to find a cozy spot to sit, maybe look at some books. I definitely want to read while I'm there. There isn't really a place in town to read that isn't like, I don't know, that doesn't close super early. Like most of the coffee shops literally close at like 2 o'clock or 1 o'clock, and there is going to be a coffee shop that opens. It's called the Wakery. It's going to be like non-alcoholic, and it's also going to have like coffee and stuff. So I'm hoping that the vibe in there is like cozy. I'm hoping it's not like a dressy type of vibe, you know, to match the like non-alcoholic drinks. But I'm really excited for the place to open. It opens April 1st. So yeah, I'm gonna go in here, see what I can find, and then we'll head right over to Barnes & Noble. I have been thinking about getting a new camera. And this camera does a really good job in the light, but I've noticed more often than not, like whenever it's gloomy, kind of like today, and like rainy, the quality isn't as good as I would want it to be. And I also have like dropped it a couple times. And so like the sound quality isn't amazing, and there's like some stuff that's stuck behind the screen, which is probably my fault for dropping it. But I've thought about getting like a camera for like sit down videos at home and then keeping this for vlogging. I don't know. I've had the Canon G7X since 2018. It's literally been my camera I've had since I first started this channel, and I had to get a new one because a bartender, he like dropped some water in my first camera, and so I had to buy a second one, which was this one. And I didn't really get time to look at cameras because I was like rushing to get it, because I, like you guys know, I like have videos coming up 3 days a week. So I didn't want to like miss an upload, so I just immediately bought another camera, and I didn't get to like look and see what was really good. So now I'm kind of like, maybe I want another camera. Maybe I want like one for sit downs, but then I also have to remind myself that like the reason people watch videos and stuff is not necessarily because of quality. Like I feel like I watch so many YouTubers who like vlog on their phone, or like who maybe don't have the best quality, but I like love their personality. And I feel like it's so easy to get caught up in the like, I need to buy this, and need to buy that, and need to get like these lights and this, and because like you can easily compare to other people, and I think that's in any job. So I don't know, I'm gonna think about it, but I don't know if it bothers anyone, or if you guys like the quality of the video, or you can't even tell. I don't know. I've had this camera for so long, and I'll see other people's videos, and sometimes I have a hard time not comparing. But then I have to remind myself that like you will forever compare to someone else and forever be like wanting more and more, and you just have to be satisfied with what you have. Doesn't mean you can't get better. And I think that's where I'm at. Like, am I just comparing myself and wanting to get something different, or do I actually need another camera? I don't know. Anyway, let's head into the store, see what we can find in there, and then go and read some books.
Killing time, Friday night. Found a photograph of us, without cares and worn out clothes. Doesn't seem so long ago. Now I'm just sitting here bored at home, and it really got me thinking of the times we took off on the road. I can't remember where we headed that night. We were cruising around town in Memphis, running the lights. I just know how it felt. I won't forget that. Windows down and open top, but we were clever not to take it too far. Though it's hard not getting tempted, calling you up to see how you've been, 'cause don't I miss you and all
I've heard from so many people that this is the weirdest book they've ever read. I've never read it, but I am not in the mood for a weird book, but I've heard that literally from so many people. I saw this on Lily Reed's vlog, and she, oh shoot, dropping books, oh my god, don't kick me out. But I heard that this was a really good one, and I guess it was written by like a younger writer, which I think is really cool. Taylor got this book last time and she said it's really good so far, and if she ends up liking it, I'm gonna get it, because I've actually heard that this book is so good, but I feel like I need to hear from like a friend or someone like close, because I don't typically read like a lot of fiction, but she really likes it so far. This is the book I was talking about that they're turning into a movie that I just finished, and it was pretty good. I read it in hardback. I feel like a paperback would have been a lot easier to read. I have no idea what this book's about, but I literally thought it was Chicken Soup for the Soul because it says the Chicken Sisters, and it like gave me such a huge throwback because I used to read all of those when I was younger. I just realized that I did not use my Barnes & Noble or my Bath and Body Works gift card in the store that I was in, which made me think about how even now at 30, I still will literally check my bank account before I like go into places, because it was such a habit whenever I was in like college and like broke and stuff. And now I literally am not. Like, I'm in a really great place financially. Like, I can come and buy books and stuff and like let my friends buy them so they don't have to, or borrow them so they don't have to buy them. And I was just thinking about how literally, if you were feeling like it's like stressed about money or like whatever, and maybe you feel like you're bad with money, like you probably are not bad with money. You probably are just broke, because I always felt like I was really bad with money, and I literally am not. Like, I save really well now that I'm in like a good place financially. But I was just thinking about that because literally I have a gift card in my wallet and I didn't use it when I went into Bath and Body Works, and I got so much stuff, which I'll show you when I get home, but literally made me think of that. Anyway, so this book is one that I've heard really good things about. I think I'm gonna get it because I've really been on a thriller kick lately. I have this thing where I always want to get books in a series. Like, I want to buy the whole series, and I didn't used to be this way. I would just buy one book, and now I literally want to buy the whole series before I've even read the first one. I bought the Addicted book, but I've just heard so many good things about the series that I want to buy like the whole series. But I'm gonna wait because I haven't read the first one yet and I might not like it, and if I buy it, I'm gonna read it, so I'm gonna leave it here for now. I've heard this series is so good and I come by it every single time that I'm here. This is the first one, and then I think this the second one is about this girl's best friend, and then this is the third one, so maybe it's about like a group of friends, but I've heard that this series is really good. To an actual good part in this book, I think it took me getting to the point where I'm on 242. It took to like hearing more about Ellie. I don't want to like give anything away, but it took like to hear about Ellie for me to actually get into it. But I mean, I only have like 100 pages left, so I mean, if it doesn't like turn around, I feel like this book is like kind of average, above average. I don't know, so many people have said that this is like a great book and it's good, but I wouldn't say it's like amazing. I don't know, maybe the ending will do something to me, but right now it's just like so-so. Now that I'm back in the car, I want to show you guys everything that I got from Bath and Body Works. I got so much, and what I was saying in there about like my gift card, so I have a gift card, literally it's in my bag, and Brady got it for me for Valentine's Day and I've been meaning to use it. And what's crazy is I didn't even think to use it in there. And like I was saying in there that I used to think that I was like bad at money, like bad with saving money. And now like that I look back, like literally I was just broke. Like I was barely making any money. I could barely pay my bills. I could barely pay like what, like I literally remember one time in college where my niece came to visit me and my water got shut off because I literally could not pay my water bill, and until the water got turned back on, it was like literally a couple days. I think it was over the weekend. I couldn't get it turned back on, I think, until Monday. We like actually had to flush the toilets with like buckets of water, and I was just so poor. Like I was making like $7.25 an hour, because at the time that was like the minimum wage in Missouri. And I remember when I got a pay raise, I was making $8.25, and I was like, oh my god, like I'm so excited, like I'm making so much money. And even still I was like, how can I like not pay my bills? And I even remember how like I got a I think I was making like $18,000 at one of my jobs. I was working with neurodivergent families, and it was in my undergrad. And I remember when I was doing that, like I was just like, I don't have money for anything. Like I feel like I have money for nothing. And like I remember I would want to go to Starbucks, and I could not pay for a drink at Starbucks, and I would have to like tell myself like, you should save your money, like, you know, don't like buy the Starbucks drink, save so you can like, you know, have like a better, you know, like savings and all that stuff. And I feel like people don't talk often enough about how like it doesn't matter how much you save when you're broke. Like if you aren't even making enough money to pay your bills, and you're like I would get a lot of like, you know, see stuff from people like, I don't know, talking about like financial literacy or like books and stuff, where they were like, you should always put away money every month, and you should always save, make sure you have an emergency fund, like all this stuff. And I literally was like, I want to do that. And I think because I like didn't make money or make a lot of money, when I would get it, immediately I wanted to spend it like so fast. And now, like when I get money, I am able, and so grateful, but able to save it, and I don't feel the need to spend it immediately. And I think the reason I spent it immediately before was because I knew it would be very fleeting. Like I wouldn't have it for very long. So I don't know, I just am thinking about that now. So like if you're feeling like maybe you aren't good with money or can't save, just, I mean, maybe you're not good with money. Like maybe you might actually be bad with money, but like I used to literally think I was terrible with money, and I was never terrible with money. I was just broke, because I have the same exact like saving spending ratio now that I did then. I just actually have money to save. So anyway, I hope that's like encouraging for you if you like maybe are struggling financially. Just like give yourself some grace, like have the freaking Starbucks drink. The Starbucks drink is not going to, like, that $10 or $5 that you save is not going to cover you when you have a huge emergency. Like every now and again, you know what I mean? Like if you have a Starbucks drink like every now and again, like that's okay. And I don't know, I just like, oh, I wish someone had told me that when I was in my 20s. Like I wish someone was just like, you know what, it's okay that you like don't have savings right now, because you will eventually. Like you'll get to the point you need to be eventually. Anyway, I bought tons of stuff. I'm just literally talking. But I got the pink pineapple sunrise, and this smells like sweet pink pineapple, palm sugar, and sun-drenched nectar. Literally smells like vacation. I've purchased this one before, but I got it again. It's called Pastel Skies. It smells like soft cloud berries, pink sponge sugar, and coconut musk. Anything that has coconut in it, I am like here for it. I also got some guy fragrances, because one thing about Bath and Body Works is all of the fragrances that are like kind of smoky are all men's fragrances, which is like so weird. Like women's stuff is usually like fruity and like girly-ish, which is interesting. I got Smooth Amber, and this actually reminds me of, do you remember like the fragrance or the body wash that was like, it was amber something, like Smooth Amber. Oh, that's literally what this is. I can't remember. Amber, it was amber something, and I loved it, but this one smells like that. The notes are warm amber, dried woods, and neroli. And this one is teakwood. This one reminds me of the Abercrombie & Fitch store, and it smells like mahogany, black teakwood, and lavender. And then I got 4 candles, because everything was 40% off. I got sea salt and neroli, which is salted neroli blossoms, watery eucalyptus, and fresh lemon zest. This smells so fresh, like literally how I want my kitchen to smell. I also got mahogany teakwood, which is like the same fragrance as that body wash I showed you guys, and it says that it is intense rich mahogany, dark oak, and frosted lavender. Literally it smells just like Abercrombie & Fitch store. Like that's just, remember that smell? That's how it smells. And this is Palo Santo and sage, and the smell is clary sage, Palo Santo, and ambered woods. This one, It smells like woody, but also very light and like kind of airy, like not too heavy. And the last one I got is raspberry and whipped vanilla, and the smell is pink raspberry, strawberry, vanilla bean, and sugared lemon drops. And this one just smells super, super fruity. I'm gonna show you guys the books that I got when I get home. I got 3 books, and I think you guys are gonna really like what I picked up. I want to show you guys the books that I picked up, but I also want to open this package because I think I got a mailer, and I feel so grateful when I get stuff like this. I think this is from, it says Penguin Random House, so I think that they sent a book over. Guys! Oh my god! The book's by Nicole Cuffey. It's called Dances, and on the back it says, at 22 years old, Cece Cordell reaches the pinnacle of her ballet career when she's promoted to principal at the New York City Ballet. She's instantly catapulted into celebrity, heralded for her inspirational role as the first Black ballerina in the famed company's history. Even as she celebrates the achievements of a lifelong dream, Cece remains haunted by the thought that she doesn't belong. As she waits for some feeling of rightness that doesn't arrive, she begins to unravel the loose threads of her past. An absent father, a pragmatic mother who dismisses Cece's ambitions, and an older brother who stoked her childhood love of ballet, but then disappeared to deal with his own demons. Soon after her promotion, Cece is faced with a choice that has the potential to derail her career and shatter the life she's cultivated for herself, sending her on a pilgrimage both to find her brother and to reclaim the parts of herself lost in the grinding machinery of the traditional ballet world. Written with spellbinding beauty and ballet's precise structure, Dances centers around women, art, power, and how we come to define freedom for ourselves. I am so excited to read this book. It says it's a provocative and lyrical debut from a sensuous new voice in fiction, and it follows the rise of a trailblazing Black ballerina who must reconcile the ever-rising stakes of her grueling career with difficult questions of love, loss, and her journey to self-liberation. I am really excited because I love reading debut like novels and stuff. This doesn't come out until May, so I will let you guys know what I think of it. It's the Advanced Readers Edition. And I feel so grateful whenever I get books like this. This is my 3rd Advanced Readers like book. I have one other one. Let me show you guys what it is. I still need to read it, but it doesn't come out till May. Let me show you guys what the other one is. Their book is, oh, it's up here. It is this one, Rhythm and Muse, and it doesn't come out until May, but I got the Advanced Readers Edition, which is so exciting. I think I'm actually gonna read this next because honestly, I feel so grateful when I get these. Like this book right here, I got the Advanced Readers Edition, and I got it, I think like maybe 2 weeks before it was published, or before it was, yeah, released. But this one literally I've had for like maybe a month or so, and I haven't read it yet. I just haven't gotten to it because I want to make sure that I give time and attention and real like thought to any Advanced Readers like copy that I get. And I think I might read this one next. It comes out in May, and it's by India Hill Brown, who is not a debut author. She has written tons of other books, but I'm really excited to read this one. It looks so good. Those are the 3 Advanced Readers books that I have gotten, and I just feel so grateful whenever I get them. It just feels really, I don't know, I feel really special. My sister was actually a dancer, and I was a dancer for a very short time. My sister was and is a dancer, but she was a dancer in New York for a while, which I say was because now she's in New Orleans, and she has just so much talent. She has like danced for incredible companies, and she's just amazing. So this makes me think of her when I see this book. But the books that I picked up at the store, the first one I got is The Housemaid, which is the one that I showed you guys I was gonna get. I think it was Isabel Toussaint's YouTube channel, I can't remember, but she, I think, mentioned that this book was good, and I was like, you know what? If I trust anyone, it's her. So I'm gonna freaking read this book. So yeah, I got this one, and then I also picked up Girl in Pieces. So many of you guys said that this book wrecked you, and it actually was buy one, get one 50% off. And it was actually 50% off at Target as well. It is a New York Times bestseller, so I just thought that I would pick this one up. I love anything that will wreck me, honestly. And the fact that this was 50% off and the normal price is $10.99 is wild. And then the last book that I got is another buy one, get one 50% off. And this one is The Wedding Party by Jasmine Guillory. You guys know Jasmine Guillory is one of my favorite authors. She's written so many incredible books. One of my favorite books of hers is By the Book, but my second favorite will probably be The Wedding Date. And then I also really like Drunk on Love. I do own The Proposal. I haven't read that one yet, and then I just got this one because I didn't realize that like the order of the books goes The Wedding Date, The Proposal, and then The Wedding Party, and then I think it's called We're Not Really Dating or something like that, and then goes By the Book and Drunk on Love. So I want to get this one because it's like the third, but they're all standalones, I'm pretty sure, but like the people in the books do connect, but you can definitely read them separately. So yeah, those are the books that I got. 4 really good books that I am excited to read. I'm gonna add this to my TBR. I am going to make a little like compiled Amazon haul because I still have those 2 packages that I haven't opened yet. If you guys were in my last or watch my last like Barnes and Noble like shop with me video, I still have those Amazon boxes that I literally haven't opened yet, but I need to open them so I can show you guys what I got. And I think I'm going to make a video with that unboxing along with all the books that I picked up in the last couple of vlogs. So if you missed anything, it'll all be like round up together with books like this and then like ones from other like independent bookstores and stuff, and then also like things I've gotten in the mail. So yeah, anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope that I gave you guys some insight into not only my broke life, but like where things are now and how life is so incredibly different, and how if you aren't where you want to be in life, like that is okay. You do not have to be. I'm 30 now, and when I look back at myself at 21 and 20 and 19, I was just like, how am I gonna get where I wanna be financially? Like, am I ever gonna get to a point where I'm not living paycheck to paycheck and I'm not like stressed out? And like, I always knew I was a hard worker, but I was just like, how am I gonna get there? And I don't know. I do think that I'm very blessed because I think so many people work hard and maybe just still aren't afforded like the, I don't know, ability to have the job that they love like I do, and maybe work in jobs that they hate, or maybe still aren't at the pay that they want to be at. But I do feel like if you really like, I don't know, just think about where you're at right now. In 10 years, you're gonna be in such a different place, like, and I feel like you'll have a different perspective on life. And yeah, I don't know. I just want to give you guys hope that like things will get better. Like, I promise things will be so much better. You're not gonna be in the same place that you're in. And even if it doesn't happen when you're 30, like when you're 40 or 50, like we have so much life left. And I feel like people act like you need to have it all together in your 20s, when I feel like 20s are you literally at 18 are just starting to make decisions completely on your own, which is crazy because at 18, when you're starting to make decisions on your own, at 20, you feel like you need to have everything together, when 2 years before, like you were still asking your parents for stuff, which you probably are still asking your parents for stuff in your 20s, you know? So don't feel like you have to like have everything all together like right away. You have so much time to like figure things out, and you will, I promise. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this video and all these little book wrecks, and I hope you enjoy our chats. I love our chats, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.